All right, we got Saturday's workout here. I'm gonna go over it with you. Here's all the things. So CompTrain has a bit of a different warm-up. So if you're following that, this is pretty much very similar stuff. If you are not and you're doing Zoom class or on your own, we're just going to simplify it a little bit and go through that. The WOD is going to be, it's 2 movements, so easy peasy. It's going to be Den is this workout, and it's a descending rep 2 movement 1 time through for time WOD. Okay, so it's going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to do double dumbbell clusters, which I will demonstrate in a minute, and a 200-meter run. All right, so the clusters are obviously your reps, and then a 200-meter run every time you complete a set. So the warm-up, hold on, back up. The WOD, you'll need whatever dumbbells you have. If you have a pair, then you're going to use a pair of dumbbells. If you have a single, I'll show you the alternate for that. If you have a barbell, you can use a barbell for this workout. And odd object obviously still applies. You can do those, use an odd object for this. That will work too. And that's it. There are some alternates on the 200-meter run. So all the standard ones apply for that. Or if you want like the specific, like if you have a assault bike or a rower instead, we can post those for you what the substitution would be. All right, so warm up though. We're gonna start with a Samson stretch. So you're gonna come into a nice deep lunge here. I'm getting a nice deep in through this hip flexor here. Hands up overhead, really big stretch here. Step it up and back, alternate, down, deep lunge. Get that foot forward. Big stretch overhead. Back and forth on those, Samson stretches. Let's do a few of those. I don't know, like 5 each side at least. And then after you get some of that in, then we're gonna go 30 seconds each. We're gonna go high knees, getting your belly button, knees up over your belly button, high knees, here stuff. All right, high knees. Then we've got squats, 30 seconds of squats. Then we've got standing twists, 30 seconds of those. And then we're gonna go down dog, up dog, 30 seconds of those too, because I like the overhead prep, getting that nice deep stretch here for your clusters that we're about to do, and I just like the core warm up in general for this movement to kind of get you all loose and limber for all the stuff we're about to do. Because the clusters are a full body workout, they have like a lot compound movement, full range of motion, so I want to make sure you're thoroughly warmed up. So you do 30 seconds of each of those 4 movements: high knee squats, twisties, down dog, up dog. Let's do 2 or 3 times through that whole warm up, okay? And then the WOD. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so on your WOD, a double dumbbell cluster. So it's a squat clean into a thruster, basically, cluster. All right, so what you're gonna do, is it bright enough in here? It's okay. All right, so what you're gonna do, is that better? We're having lighting difficulties. Okay, so deadlift-ish stance, and you're gonna have your 2 dumbbells. You're gonna tap 1 head each on the floor as your start. Okay, so you're gonna tap, you're gonna jump up into a squat clean, and then straight up overhead, okay? So a couple of points on this is like I said, the start. It doesn't have to be both heads, just the 1 head. Keeping my chest up, pushing my hips back, tummy's nice and tight. So tap, and then I'm gonna fully extend into that hip extension to get the weight up, and then we're going to pop that foot out into a squat stance. So here's my pulling stance, tap, and then I kind of pop that foot out into a squat, okay? You can do both feet out at the same time. I think I generally do 1 foot, but that might be because I'm semi-one-footed, I don't know. But yeah, so that. And then after that, you want to go directly into a thruster without stopping. Okay, so straight up, which means you're not pausing. So I did my squat clean. I'm not going to pause here and then do a press. That would be a different movement. You just want to look for that one fluid motion all the way straight up using that leg drive, okay? So those are the double dumbbell clusters. If you have one, it's just simple. You're just gonna do the one-sided, and we're gonna alternate what hand back and forth till you get to whatever set you're on. So 10 alternating, whatever. I think that was it. Yeah, and then if you do odd object, obviously it'd be very similar to the single dumbbell movement. And I think that's it. It's pretty straightforward. Just a little bit of technical stuff, just making sure that you're in a good position on the clusters, and no reaching. Make sure that you're tapping to the side. Don't reach forward too much, because that will be a strain on your back. That's about it though. Then, cool. If you have any questions, let us know, as usual. Body armor. Body armor. Okay, so 3 giant sets. Giant sets mean that we're gonna go through them, not really for time, just for quality. And then we're gonna do a 50-foot single arm overhead walking lunge. All right, so you got your one hand. We're gonna do right hand first. We've got up overhead, looking to stack that dumbbell. So it's not in front of us, because that would be really hard to hold. You're not looking to throw it behind you, because that's a strain on your shoulder. Looking to stack your scapula right back against your rib cage, and nice strong position overhead. And we're gonna do just walking lunges, coming down, making sure that you tap that knee, pushing up through that front heel, and 50 feet. All right. If you do not have 50 feet in your living room, take a good guess. Make, maybe measure it out a little bit and go back and forth, or you can just do reverse on your little yoga mat. You can just do reverse here, okay? That is also fine. Then you're doing 15 single arm deadlifts, again with the one arm, okay? So you did your 50 foot walk, and then you're gonna do your single arm deadlifts. So same stance that we did with the clusters, that pulling stance, chest up, belly in, coming down, touching to the floor. If you find that you are doing this business at some point, then that's far enough for you. Most important thing is just keeping that neutral position here, staying tight, and if that's as far as you go, in that good position, then that's fine. You don't touch the floor, that's okay. Same thing on the clusters. If you start to round your back too much, just come down to just a below your knee kind of a thing, okay? 15 of those, and then the other arm. You're gonna do the 50-foot walk with your left arm, and the 15 deadlifts with your left arm. 3 sets of that total for body armor. Cool? Cool. All right, guys, that's it. Saturday, get after it. Have a great weekend. Miss you. Love you. Bye.